I have been training with JJ for over 2 years now. In that time, he has seen me through many lifestyle changes, employment changes, commute changes, living arrangement changes, surgical procedures, and now in this past year, COVID. When I started training with JJ, I had just found out that one procedure had failed, and it was to help me with a mobility issue. So I was pretty bummed, and JJ felt confident that he could safely incorporate movement back into my life in a way that would work within my restrictions and limitations and the aches and pains I was dealing with. And he was right. And that is what I love about training with him, is that he works with you where you are at within your circumstances, and really keeping your goals and your health in mind. So a perfect example in this past year during COVID and being virtual and everything, I was going through a pretty stressful period. I'd regressed on a few different injuries because I wasn't taking care of them. I wasn't sleeping well. I wasn't eating right. You name it. And I was trying to get myself back on a regimen, and asked JJ how many days should I do cardio? How many should I do weights? What, yada yada. And he said, for where you are at right now, focus on walking, a brisk walk, X amount of time, try for 3 times a week, and really focus on your breathing. If you can do more than that and incorporate some of the workouts we do together, great, but where you are at right now, you really need that. And it was just perfect. Like, I could not have taken more. I would not have had adrenaline to get any more in. And so it just really is such a good example of how he makes everything exactly for you, what you need. It's not a rote, prescriptive training style that he has. He really does personalize. He takes so much time for each of his clients, and in your sessions you really do get to know him and become friends with him even. So I really value that. I always value his input, not only obviously for the physical components, but also just like life in general. He's a great guy and a great trainer. That's why I've been seeing him for so long, even through all these different lifestyle changes, and I could not possibly recommend him more.